one engineer, one command, and the world suddenly went quiet. It was not a bomb. It was not a cyber attack from a hostile state. No shadowy hackers in dark rooms were responsible for the silence. The cause was something far more ordinary and more unsettling. It was a normal day, a routine task, a single line of code typed by a person doing their job. Yet the consequence of this one action was monumental. A stark reminder of the invisible architecture that holds our connected lives together. How surprisingly fragile it can be when a single critical piece is moved by mistake. The date: Monday, October 4th, 2021. Around midday ET, a cascade of failures began. Facebook vanished, Instagram went dark, WhatsApp stopped sending and receiving, Oculus went offline. Not a slowdown, a complete disappearance. For nearly 6 hours, over 3 billion people were cut off from a major portion of the internet. The world's digital town square had been erased, leaving a void felt by individuals, businesses, and other technology companies. The scale was breathtaking. Billions tapped and refreshed, met only with error messages and spinning icons. Was it their Wi-Fi? Was their phone broken? Confusion gave way to a dawning realization. The problem was much bigger. To understand how an entire technology empire can disappear, you first have to understand how the internet finds things. The internet is not a single entity. It is a network of networks, a sprawling, decentralized collection of countless smaller systems all talking to each other. When you type a website like Facebook.com into your browser, your device needs a way to find where that website lives among billions of possible destinations. It is like trying to find a specific house in a city the size of a planet. The internet relies on a system like a postman using a map and an address book. First, there is the address book, the domain name system, or DNS. It translates the human-readable names we use, like Facebook.com, into a numerical IP address, 157.240.22.35. But knowing the address is not enough. You still need to know how to get there. That is where the Border Gateway Protocol, BGP, comes in. BGP is the Internet's global positioning system. It creates the map. Major networks constantly tell each other which addresses they are responsible for and how to reach them. They shout directions. Come through me. This is the fastest path. Routers listen to these announcements and build internal maps of the digital world. If a network stops announcing routes, others update their maps and erase the roads to that destination. It all began inside one of Facebook's massive, humming data centers. These are the physical hearts of the digital world. Row upon row of servers, blinking lights, the constant roar of cooling fans. On that Monday, a team was performing a routine maintenance task to audit the capacity of their global backbone network. They needed to temporarily take part of the backbone offline by issuing a command to the routers. The process was automated, designed to be safe and efficient. However, the command contained a hidden bug. The error-checking portion backfired catastrophically. Instead of a small section going offline, the flawed command told backbone routers to withdraw BGP route advertisements for all of the company's IP addresses. In an instant, routers on the internet listened and dutifully updated their tables. The roads to Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp were erased. DNS still knew the address. BGP no longer knew any roads. Packets trying to reach the service were lost. The internet is built on trust and communication. A change in one corner can ripple outward with incredible speed. Once routes were withdrawn, a digital domino effect began. The first domino to fall was global connectivity. Internet service providers around the world saw their paths go dead. Routers registered the destination as unreachable and stopped sending traffic. Then a second problem emerged. Facebook's own systems began to fail. Internal tools, communication platforms, and security systems were tied to the same network that was offline. Engineers could not remotely access the servers they needed. Even rollback tools were out of reach. The problem locked engineers out of their own house. The dominoes kept falling, knocking over services that seemed unrelated. The outage even broke DNS reachability. With routes gone, devices retried again and again, creating a massive surge. DNS resolvers elsewhere were overwhelmed, slowing other websites. Some digital keycard systems and access controls were affected by the same network. Employees reportedly had trouble getting through doors. A software problem had become a real-world logistical nightmare. For billions of people, the digital world simply broke. The first signs were subtle: a message stuck on a single checkmark, an Instagram feed that refused to refresh, a Facebook page returning a cryptic server error. At first, individuals blamed their own connections, rebooted routers, toggled airplane mode, and asked friends, "Is your internet working?" The realization spread through services still online. Small businesses relying on these platforms were suddenly cut off from customers. In some regions, Facebook and WhatsApp are the internet. Economies stuttered. Families, friends, and communities lost their lifelines for nearly 6 hours. Many apps that use Facebook login locked users out. The outage revealed a tangled web. The failure of one pillar can compromise the stability of countless others, showing how centralized our supposedly decentralized internet has become. While the world was confused, a small team raced against time. The initial problem was clear. The BGP routes were gone. Remote access was down. They could not log in. Even getting inside posed challenges. Once inside, they had to locate the specific routers controlling BGP. They connected via low-level console, bypassing the dead network. Recovery required extreme care. A wrong move could make it worse. They restarted routers and carefully reintroduced BGP routes. Not all at once. A sudden surge could cause a thundering herd. Services came back slowly, piece by piece. Then, signs of life. BGP routes spread across the internet. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp flickered back online. The crisis was over, but reviews and new safeguards began. The Great Outage of 2021 was a dramatic lesson in the hidden fragility of our connected world. These are not magical clouds. They are physical machines in real buildings configured by people who can make mistakes. A single, flawed command severed digital ties for billions. Not malice, but a cautionary tale about complexity, dependency, and operating at global scale. The invisible systems are the most important. When foundations crumble, the edifice falls. The lesson is clear: caution, redundancy, robust checks. Automation must have circuit breakers. Critical changes should roll out gradually, with manual overrides and out-of-band access. Appreciate the silent work that keeps our world running. When your app connects, consider the invisible map and the countless lines of code that executed perfectly, and the teams watching over it all, keeping us connected, one command at a time.